Welcome to the Positively You podcast. I'm your host, Jessie Larson, and I'm passionate about helping you shift the way you think so you can create a life you're absolutely obsessed with. Each week, I'll be bringing you a guest or a thought that's going to help you feel more optimistic and equipped to take real action. Get ready to push past limiting beliefs, ditch that negativity, and start showing up as the best and most positive version of you. Girl, let's do this. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Positively You podcast. Thank you for pushing play and for hanging out with me today. Wednesdays are my favorite day of the week. I hope they're your favorite day too, and that you love this little interaction that we get to have together where we hang out. Even though we're not really together, it feels like we are. Like, I totally feel you here. I hope you feel like you're just hanging out with a friend, because that's what I want this to be. So if you tuned in last week to last week's episode, it was on gratitude. It's the month of November. Thanksgiving is coming up. Gratitude is kind of like the unofficial theme, or maybe the actual official theme of November. I don't know. But I love it. Gratitude is one of my positive practices that I think packs the biggest punch. It's super powerful. It's just such an awesome thing. I love gratitude. So I'm going to kind of keep it going. Maybe not just this week, maybe next week. I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling. But I wanted to share a little bit more about that. I wanted to talk about, if you listen to my introduction right there, right, that has the music as we're coming into my episodes, something that I say that the purpose of this is to help you become absolutely obsessed with your life. And now that might seem like a goal that is far off, that's away, that's some part in the future. Like, yeah, I want to get to that point where I'm just absolutely obsessed with every single part of my life. But I want you to be there now. I want you to be there sooner. Yes, I want you to have goals and things that you're working towards and dreams that light you up inside, that when you accomplish those, they're going to be awesome. They're going to feel so good, and it's going to add to you loving your life. But I don't want you waiting for someday. And that's where this episode comes in. I've got 3 things that I want to help you with that are going to help you to use gratitude and why gratitude is so awesome in helping you be obsessed with your life right now. All right, so number 1 is that it helps you do it right now. Like I just said, I love goals. I love dreaming about the future. I love thinking up big goals. I love sitting there and just visualizing all of these awesome things and like sinking into that feeling of what it would feel like to accomplish X, Y, or Z. But I think sometimes we get caught up in that fantasy of it all. And then we push it off. We wake up, open our eyes, we're back in real life. The kids need dinner, and there's soccer games to get to, and piano lessons, and driving everyone which way, and there's bills to be paid, and all of the things, and real life smacks us in the face. And we get caught up in someday we'll do this. And when we have XYZ, won't it feel amazing? Or once we do this, then life will feel really, really good. And like I said, those things are awesome. I want you to have goals. I want you to be working towards the future and to be pushing yourself out of your comfort zone and pushing for these big, big things. This is where gratitude comes into play, because gratitude helps you stay present. It helps bring you back into your real life and look at all of the good and the amazing things that you have right now. It helps ground you. It helps keep you centered. It helps you acknowledge, like, yes, we've got so far to go. We have so many things we want to do, but look where we are now. Look how amazing our life is now. Look at the things I have. Look at the things that light my life up. Gratitude is that huge key that keeps you present, that keeps you grounded, that keeps you just lit up and obsessed with your life now, without crossing off anything on a checklist for the future. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that an amazing tool that we have, that we can say, oh my gosh, look at all these things. Look at all that I have. Look at the world that I live in, and everything, right? And when you can like come at your days from that place, wow, is it amazing? And then you just sit there and you're like, I love my life. I'm absolutely obsessed with my life. Now you might be thinking, okay, wow, you must have this like very fairy tale, extravagant lit up life if this is like how jazzed you're feeling right now. But that's the other thing that gratitude does, is it keeps your mind focused. This is number 2. It keeps your mind focused on seeking out the good, whether it's big or whether it's small. Like I got these new socks the other day that are these no-show socks, but they've got this cool little thing on the back, like I don't know, like extra padding on like the heel. And I was like, oh, these are luxurious. And just even something like that, right? Like super, super small. But I'm like, I'm really grateful for that. Like, who invented that? That is the coolest thing ever. And it gets your mindset into just things like that, where you're just focused on all of the little things. Like I'm looking around at what I've got just in front of me right now. And I've got this super cool pen. You guys know when you get a good pen that writes good, right? Because we've had like crappy pens. I have a pen right now that is like the pen of all pens. And there you go. There's another thing to be grateful for. This super awesome pen that I love writing with. I've got my big, huge water jug right here with the handle that I love so much, that thankfully they make a knockoff brand because nobody can get their hands on a Stanley cup. Am I right? Or am I right? And so I'm super grateful that there's this knockoff version that I got from Target, and I love it so much, and it keeps me hydrated, and it especially keeps me hydrated right now as I'm recording because I've got this still messed up throat issue. But even that, I'm grateful that there's doctors. I'm grateful that there are people who went to school and they were passionate enough about studying people's ears, nose, and throats that they made a career out of helping people who lose their voice. And all the other things, right? So instead of when you come at your life from a place of gratitude, just the shifts in your mindset become so automatic that you just constantly are like looking at the bright side, looking at how you can flip things to be your benefit instead of be like against you, you know? Just so many things where it keeps you focused on the good. And something that I get told over and over again when I go to therapy is what you focus on grows. And so if we're constantly looking at, the things that are wrong, and we've got negative news feeds coming in, and we're just overwhelmed with all of the things that we need to do and the things that are wrong, that's going to drag you down. And that if that's where your focus is, it's going to grow, it's going to compound, it's going to expand, and it's going to take over. But on the flip side, if you can have gratitude, if you can have that be your intention every single day, today I'm going to be grateful. Today I'm going to find 5 things to be grateful for. Whatever it is, like set some sort of intention in the morning, and what you focus on grows. And I know this for a fact because as I've done this, as I've had gratitude be part of my positive practices, like it's almost automatic. Some days it's not. Some days I definitely fall into that spiral where, anxiety peaks and panic attacks come and you're just stressed out of your mind. But those days get easier to manage when you've got this practice that you can kind of lean back on and you're able to snap yourself out of it, right? And then I'm able to say, yeah, these hard days are a part of life. And wow, isn't it awesome that I'm living here and that I'm getting to experience the full spectrum of what it means to be human, right? I don't want to walk through this life and just only feel good. I mean, I think we think that we only want to feel that, but like we're here for a limited amount of time. And how amazing is that I get to feel it all, right? That I get to feel the ups and the downs, and I get to be in places where I feel stuck and I've got to be creative and I've got to work on a solution. And then from there, when I figure it out, I get to be proud of myself, and then I get to help other people figure it out, right? Like the mindset shift that gratitude has for you is absolutely insane. So what you focus on grows. It keeps your mindset just focused on those good things and focused on those good things in the moment so that you can love your life now. You can be absolutely obsessed with this amazing life you're living right now. All right. And the third thing that I've noticed that gratitude does to help you become absolutely obsessed with your life is that gratitude helps to elevate every other positive practice, every other positive emotion in your life. It takes every one of those things up a notch. So I'm talking about if I've got gratitude and I'm just oozing gratitude out of me, where do you think my self-compassion is going to be? Is that going to be real low or real high? It's going to be high because I've got gratitude for myself and I'm able to have this compassion and this empathy, right? How do you think I'm going to act towards other people? Like my relationships towards friends, towards my spouse, towards my kids. If I am just in this gratitude state of mind, I'm going to be looking, again, coming back to what I focus on grows. I'm going to be looking for the things about those people that I'm grateful for, that I love, that I get excited about, right? Instead of the things that bug me or bother me or little quirks or things here and there. It elevates every other part of your life when you are centered and focused on gratitude. Like, I have a lot of things in my tool belt that I say are like things I'll pull, like my positive practices that I keep saying and things that I do and having good habits. I really think, and it's not just because this is November and that this is the month of being grateful, I really do think that gratitude is at the top. It's number one. It changes everything because it shifts everything. So, wow. I mean, I will go off on a little tangent here. But when, there's all of these skipping Thanksgiving and going straight to Christmas kind of things. But I love November. I love Thanksgiving so much because I think that gratitude is so incredibly powerful. So if you've been listening to this podcast, if you hear that intro every single time to help you become absolutely obsessed with your life, this will catapult you there quicker than anything that I talk about on this podcast. And obviously I want you to continue listening because it's always filled with just such amazing inspiration and amazing interviews and people that come on and things that I just feel pouring out of my heart into you. So please keep listening. But really, gratitude is what will catapult you there fastest. So the 3 things that I noticed, I'll just recap them really quickly for you. Gratitude helps you become absolutely obsessed with your life by number 1, helping you stay in the present. By number 2, keeping your mindset focused, and what you focus on grows. And number 3, gratitude elevates every other part of your life. So there you have it. If you need any tips or any tricks on how you can implement gratitude into your life every day, I would say listen to episode 12 that I did. I'll link it in the show notes. It's how you can be more grateful every single day. I did that episode last year. And let's chat. Chat with me in the DMs. Let's talk about how you're doing. What do you do? If you've got tips for me about how you stay grateful, I want to know them for sure because I'm always looking for new tricks. Yes, that's right. Tips and tricks to add into my life as well and then share them. So I really hope that this is helpful for you. I hope that you can feel how powerful this is, that I'm getting that out and to you and that it's coming across, that this can change your life. Gratitude can change your life. So I'm going to leave you with that today. Let's be grateful. Let's be so freaking grateful this month. I love you so much for listening. Thank you. Have an amazing day. Thank you for hanging out with me again today. I'm so glad you pressed play. If you want to take a quick second to share this episode with someone you think would love it too, that would be amazing. If you're loving the show, make sure you go and leave a review on iTunes. Reviews are like magic for podcasts, and your review will help get this show into the ears of more amazing women just like you. And come find me over on Instagram. I'm there at positively.jessie, and I cannot wait to hang out with you some more. So until next time, have an amazing week.